Florida's got to do a better job sticking to the opportunities for offensive rebounds early. Nice
pass.
Francis.
Major slam as he just caught a body.
And nice set out of the timeout by Kelvin Sampson. A little curly action there, then overhelp, and then look at the extension on the finish. What a slam. And
Vehemently disagreed with a call against him.
Nice
Knocked
hands.
away by Chinyelu. Pettiford never got the shot off. Martin. Oh! Martin with a signature slam.
Sent it in, big fella. What a challenge at the wrist. You can handle it.
man, Raph right here in transition. Two guys contesting. And Martin, unafraid, attack mode, poster. Spectacular.
From the out of bounds to the freshman Queen, who's driving, floats it. Oh! Maryland on the right side of a buzzer beater with life into the Sweet 16.
They give him the basketball in the middle of the floor. They clear it out. And what a shot. Fading away. Going glass. Ethan Morton is right there. It's just better offense. And it's such an incredible shot by Queen.
As I mentioned, Queen, the most important piece on the chessboard with the bank shot and the win.
3.4 seconds left, and here we go. This is where dreams are made.
They're going for it all.
Simpson, home run play, the deflection. Oh!
Thinking that somebody was going to get a hand on it, but watch this, Bureau. Everybody gets a hand on it, and they get a friendly.
Based on Gene's opinion that it should have been offensive. Lawyer, feed it. Edey missed it. Major highlight from Heidi. Camden Heidi living up to his last name.
Looks
So
like
and Heidi for the jam.
Looks like 30 years ago, G. Hill registered big time.
Williams to inbound. Simpson with it for the lead. Oh! 1.7. Long shot, good as it goes. Colorado wins.
Big basket at the end, made big passes. This is his reputation. He is a clutch player, and no more clutch than right there.
And first.
Jump shot doesn't go for Zach Johnson. No luck. Dwayne Bacon. Florida Gulf Coast matchup.
Moving the ball side to side here.
Foster the drive. Outside Milton through.
Ojale putting his imprints all over this game with the putback. The finish. Ojale getting it done.
Nigel Hayes.
And Florida doesn't foul in these situations. They switch everything. Showalter. My goodness. Go up that ladder. One leg. Wow.
Now watch him. There you go.
Showtime.
How cool is that?
Price is playing the safety position. He just closed.
Chiozza. Three-pointer is confirmed. Game over.
Give it. Let's see if it.
Monk to tie it. Oh, an impossible shot. Pinson with 5. Looks up. Driving in. May for the win. North Carolina with 0.3 seconds to go. An incredible shot. Wow.
Maybe some major onions. What a find, too. We always talk about Pinson being a good passer, but May able to raise his level of play.
Love flirting with a double-double despite his shooting struggles. 10 and 9. Here comes Schofield. Nastiness.
Wait a second. Driving left, dunking right over Love.
This was vicious.
That was a quick move. One dribble, right hand, Love, two defenders coming over, and the Volunteers bench loved it.
Crowd if he puts it on the deck. 5 to shoot. Crossover. Up, under, and in. 1.1 left. Stretched out defensively, which allows Gray to get to the basket, split defenders. His ability to maneuver as good as any in college basketball. The dipsy-do, scooparoo to put the Cougars up 2. That all rhymed pretty well. You talk about rhyming.
Here comes the player of the year, the MVC rises.
The MVP, right, of the Missouri Valley Conference. You talk about a big-time shot, and he had shot in mind the entire time. Came off that 1-5 high screen and roll, and boy, did he.
So the pass is going to come from Livers. He rifles it right in front of us to Abdul Rahman at midcourt. Extra pass. And it goes for the win! The three-pointer by Jordan Poole. A freshman has won it for the Wolverines. A freshman who hadn't scored in the second half until right there.
You would think this is their best play against the zone.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. McQuaid blocked by Moyer. Throws it up. Oh! He banks it in at the buzzer.
Here's a reaction defensively. You get the block, catch, toss. Looks good to me.
And to the officials.
Yep. Watch the reaction here, though. Catch. That's unbelievable.
Waters makes his move. 3 seconds. Waters to the rim. Layup. Good! 1.6. Maryland has no timeouts. Ayala, three-quarter court. It's over. March equals madness.
And the way he gets this shot off, watch off the dribble, and it's an underhand shot. Why? Because it's a quicker way to get the ball out of your hands. If he turns that ball over and shoots it like a traditional shot.
Well, they've won 10 straight games. Congratulations to them. This time Drake forces a turnover. Yesufu, Jackson closing. Oh!
Oh! Yesufu says, "Don't go up there with me."
By the Bulldogs of Drake. A 10-0 run. And the highlight of the tournament thus far. Joseph Yesufu fires one down the hole. We got a ball game now. Halftime in West Lafayette.
Too much to challenge. Lewis, bounce pass.
Wow. And Florida, little pocket pass. Bring it all. Undeterred by the locks as well. Tremendous pass. And how about the aggression? Bang!
Even more importantly, that's the 5th foul for Aluma.
Clemson has opened up a 5-point lead. 12 and change left.
Oh, no. Oh, nasty. Oh, hold up now, Mr. Harper. You got me out of my seat up here. He woke me up now. Now, that's a highlight right there.
Ron Harper eviscerating that Clemson defense.
Oof.
And he puts P.J. Hall on a poster. And he'll have a chance at 3.
He is quick. With a jump shot like that, it makes it tough. Good pass.
Oh, my goodness. The AT&T 5G takes us above the rim for one of the best plays of the night, Smitty.
That was beautiful. Through contact. But I love that was big to big pass.
You had to lay back here and let them catch it
Get it in.
Yep.
Quinterly. Pass it off. Reese. Oh, yeah! Overtime in Indy. Alex Reese, the clutch jumper.
But a major mistake. Where's the foul? They did not get close enough. And he fills up the cup. Reese from long range looked good the entire way. Wow. Is this ever a ball game?
A clean look.
You wait this long and don't get into the flow. Yep, a little gamble sellout.
Oh my goodness! Talk about flow.
Is that the checkout line? Oh, the sellout cost him dearly.
That's the gamble right here on defense. Just exposed the interior right there and kept on. Wow, what a finish with two hands. Wow, shot blocker. That's incredible right there.
Juzang again with the ball in his hands in the paint. Floater short, got it back, ties it with three. Gonzaga has time to do something. Suggs for the win. Oh yes! Oh yes! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! The perfect season remains on go.
Are you?
Oh my God!
There is.
There are onions, Jim, and then there are major onions with a kiss. Just some way to end a classic basketball game. Woo! From Minnesota. Wow. To the big time.
The freshman with the basketball. Wesley heads to the hoop. Wesley off balance shot, no good. Atkinson put back. It's good. 1.4 to play. Here comes Geo Baker. He didn't get it off. That's it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Notre Dame in double overtime.
Once again, thank you for attendance and have a good evening.
Here's Atkinson. His putback. It's a beauty.
Smith, three. Right back out to him. Driving in and good night.
Oh, goodness. I think you should handle this one. This is your...
I don't know if I can right there. I mean, off the bounce, chest to chest. Oh, my.
Send it in, big fella. Woo, with alacrity. Leave those chandeliers.
Look at his teammates. I don't know if I can right there. I mean, off the bounce, chest to chest. Oh, my.
Send it in, big fella. Woo, with alacrity. Leave those chandeliers.
Look at his teammates.
Blowing some minds here.
What a great shot.
Long splits.
Here he goes.
Oh my goodness! Right back at Jabari.
March Madness posters. And Wong going strong to the rim with authority. Oh, my.
Kusa feeding Kolonko. Bring in the house down.
Oh, they're talking right now. Look at Ben and Eddie. Ooh, go catch your body, Ben. Wow, did he cock that one back.
Eddie, in that situation, he's not trying to get the TCU fans involved.
With 5 to shoot, taken on, and it's blocked. Pulled down by Mensah. They have the one timeout. Are they going to take it or not? They don't have their scorers on the floor. It's Butler with 2 seconds. He's got to put it up. And he wins it. He wins it with the jumper. There was a guy named Chris Jenkins who made the shot. The buzzer went off as the shot was in the air. And look at this.
And his nickname was Time. You end up sending.
Williamson driving in on Taco, and it's going to fall as the basket goes. This was a one-on-one in the end with 2 guys with 4 fouls.
It wasn't a dunk on Taco.
After crashing to the floor, hitting 2 free throws, getting up and doing that. Look at this. Zion right over the top of
the rim.
How about this big time? Leave the chandeliers, put the china away with this guy around the house.
Yeah, Hokies say that should be outlawed. As he goes right over, ties back.
You have to block him out.
Second is Jones. With the
How high can you go? Goodness, I thought that was going out of bounds.
But it was Duke against Kansas.
Similar haircut, maybe a little higher too. Fantastic. Zion.
Oh, standing still and no post up. Here he comes.
Oh, boy. Wow. Took on the fifth-year senior and that the rim.
And Jim, that wasn't a first step. That was a first blur right there. Just went right by the Goins and got bumped a little bit as well, but his explosiveness.
Can't get it to go. Here come the Cats. KJ Lewis puts it up. Cooper flag. Stuffing that stat sheet.
Remember I talked about the motor? Hustling back and not giving up on the play, assuming that somebody else would man up defensively.
Oh, I thought he could have taken him with that ISO, Grant.
Flag one-on-one with Roberts. Flag the drive. And Flag could not bank it in. Malowacz keeps it alive. Somehow it ends up in Flag's hand. And it goes! And the foul!
And then the fit. How about the juice on this one?
Well, and the contact to the face there, but the concentration. Flag, a little spin there, kiss off the glass, and both teams scrapping, leading to that.
We're down to 2:18 to play. Spin move. Blocked. Denied by Flag. He went up the pole.
The total package. What a read. What support. Knipple did his end of the job. Contest, but look from the rear. The deuce is loose.
That is the third block of the night for Cooper Flag.
Did his end of the job. Contest, but look from the rear. The deuce is loose.
That is the third block of the night for.
And now it's Darian Williams.
And this is who you want.
Knox will pick him up. Williams corkscrews up, off, and down! It's a 2-point lead.
Here it is again. Look at Williams. Drop steps back to that left shoulder, uses that strength.
Uzan gets it in, gets it back, and he puts it in! What a play! And now the officials will stop the clock.
And stepped in. Watch how he steps in quickly. That is a tremendous out-of-bounds play by Kelvin Sampson. You talked about the special situations, Andrew. That's about as special as it gets.
And Uzan has had a special night with 22 points.
Which is their lead now. Final 9 seconds. What a first half by Oregon.
What a first half by Dorsey and Bell. Oh, no! Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. You want from Mr. March. You don't get that name if you don't show out. Tyler Dorsey, Oregon Ducks. What a first half performance here.
They've got an 8-point lead, tying their biggest tonight. Down goes Cody Martin. Ahead it goes. Hudson will fly and jam! Up high, down hard.
And this is where Florida's really effective, when they can get out with their defense and turn it into offense, because sometimes they struggle making shots. Not tonight, but they've been getting good shots. The defense really helped them there.
Now they're going to try to switch pick and roll. Now they blitzed it.
Trice can't turn the corner. Wide open is Iverson. Vicious finish. Iverson up high and down hard.
I just want to see the replay on how high he got, because definitely it was good. Look at Iverson with a great pass.
Blackshear against French. A lot of strength between those two. 2 to shoot. This is Hill. Oh, no. Prayer answered.
Oh, yes.
And that St. Louis bench can't believe it. It's on Goodwin.
Turner behind the back. Edwards checks him. Here's Bowden now. And Schofield, a long three. You bet! Admiral Schofield has given Tennessee the lead.
Look at this, and no, this is not the perfect situation for Tennessee.
Jerome, short, Back tap, Diakite, a race for it, into the hands of Clark. Got a chance to win it here. Up the front, here's Diakite for the win. For the tie, Diakite.
Diakite, he sees the time, he floats it up over the outstretched arms of harm. This is what you have to love. This is what the tournament is about.
Down to 5. Jerome's got to go. Jerome splits it. Jerome up high off the window. He scores! What a bucket by Ty Jerome.
Finishing strong, but on the other end, Jerome getting anywhere he wants to for the flip shot.
Gonna have to hustle. He's fast enough to do it. Coast to coast for the little guy.
Oh!
How about that? That's what he does best, and that's what the coach said. When it's down to 6 seconds, we want it in his hands.
He said it's not about we, it's about me. I can do it.
A little beeper, little road runner. I love the high lift, the teardrop, send it up to the clouds.
Rebound, Aluma.
See when they give it.
5 seconds.
They're not giving it.
For the tie! Yes! Incredible! With 1.4 seconds.
And nobody at home, a cover late, and a little nylon. Some early onions in the tournament. Jim Nance.
March Madness is alive and well.
Thompson gets the screen. Underneath, Silva was open. Quickly closed by Johnson. 2 seconds. Johnson taking flight, puts it down. Incredible.
That might be. Look at this play. Johnson going coast to coast right here after the excellent steal. Takes off. This young man is so athletic, and then he puts the jelly on the roll right there at the end Spiro and uses the glass.
Keon Johnson, their second leading scorer, a freshman who has been sensational this season for Rick Barnes in Tennessee.
2, 1. It's his night.
No.
Of course it's going in.
No.
Did you have any doubt?
Goodness. Mensa, at least San Diego State, it doesn't help.
Another 3 for the Badgers. The other way, can they beat it on the fly? Flagler caught! They finish with a flourish. Round of 32, second round game against Wisconsin.
Kevin, not only efficient, but really quick getting the ball up the court. This Flagler, another one of those good three-point shooters. We said they got 5 of them that shoot better than 40%. That was just dynamite.
He scores the
Tate. Going to try to take the last shot of the game.
It's Davis for the lead. Timeout, 2.9, Arkansas by 2.
That's the shot that he has made throughout the second half. A really nice job by Davis to get around Thompson with the dribble. But Tate gets in there, recognizes he doesn't have anything, passes it off, and again, using that dribble to get around the defense.
Jones will be the inbounder. Here's Carr, will try to get a full head of steam, gets it off cleanly. And banks it in! Marcus Carr with his prayer answered. Boy, Virginia Tech has seen these shots. Remember that Charlie Moore shot from Miami earlier this season? He banked in a 3 to beat them in the final seconds there. They got some scar tissue with these shots.
Michi Johnson with the ball right now. He's in. He's a freshman. He's picked up by Daniels. Shot clock at 2. He's got a fire from way outside. Got it! Hit that one from Philly. That's how far away he was. Woo!
Shot clock running down here.
Shot
this
clock
is from the logo.
Up at the top.
From the logo.
Ball's got to be out of his hand before it goes to 0. It clearly was.
H.E. Brown played last year with him as a
Challenge of Williams. No, he'll come back out. That's tipped by Keels. Chased down by Hogarth. He's got a shot clock issue. Driving in all the way. What a play! The play of the game to this point.
Personified. Terrific defensive play by Keels, but Hogarth takes a peek at the clock. A blow guy and a bully ball at the rim. Pretty impressive. That's his game, too. And with a pretty good defender, Keels with some power.
5 to shoot. Harris looks up.
Gotta go.
Brown knows it.
He's got it.
That's the
Got
shot.
Got it.
May be the one that'll define the game.
Assist for Brown, but how about this? You mentioned it. Big time dagger. First the drive, the finish. Get the puppies organized. Drill it big time.
6 to shoot. Cadeau, a masterful handle. Davis, deep shot.
You think you might get a little bit of a stop on that play. Oh, my goodness.
Sharunish whipping around the streets. That little boy turned out to be Augustus. And who would have thought all these years later? My goodness! Omori!
Continues to just drive it to the basket. Watch Sears. Does he put this in a good spot? Well, pretty acrobatic. Look at this, a little reverse action.
Those are the 5 for Colorado State. They get it into the hands of Clifford. Trying to back down Miguel. Blake, that's for the lead. Gets it! Colorado State up 1!
And when his number is called, this is just an incredible shot. The contest by Queen, it doesn't matter. What a pass from Nick Clifford, but what a shot by the senior Jalen Lake.
Cold as an igloo.
His first year of his career averaging in double figures.
It's Jacoby Gillespie. Miguel way outside. Fake. Drives. Oh, knocked away. Parachuting in. Condon swats it. The other way, Richard. One of the best in the country. With defense right here by Condon. Erasing the shot.
That was a fastball, and he went up and got it.
Shot clock at 6. Brazil will drive. Slither and slam. Fouled.
Here in the second half, the ability of Arkansas to beat the perimeter defenders.
Proctor picks him up. Basar again with a screen. Bradley turns a corner. Up top. Oh! Henry Basar, what a finish!
While giving the Duke Blue Devils a little piece of their medicine. That time, Gungba comes up a little bit too much. He's supposed to be in drop. And when you do that, you open it up.
Fade away, Akins off the mark. Battle for it. Dug out by Padula. Nice hand.
Knocked away by Fear. Look out! Oh, we get the full car wash.
Too soon. Go too soon. How about you take this one, kid?
Hey, man, he just fly, young man, fly. Carr, one of the best finishers. Big time lift. The Spartans.
Pettiford lines it up.
This kid's so confident.
Rebounded by Kaysen. Nice hustle.
Early offense shot. Rejected by Pettiford.
Almost came up with a 2-bird. Wow, was that magnificent?
I thought he did too there, but great defense, great timing and anticipation. Pettiford, not just a pretty face.
Okay, give me one.
I'm sorry.
45-36. Fiddler back in. Same play. Same play.
Rack attack for Broome.
Broome slips the screen and dunks in traffic, showing the big fella can get up above the rim, but I like it. And of course his parents, Polk County, Plant City.
Bruce Pearl calls out a play. Denver Jones will run it. Short roll, nice
Slips. Jones, the American finger roll, and the foul.
Which way the defense shows?
Well, how about this? Going at hand locked in there and avoiding the shot blocking ability.
Clayton has scored the last 7 points for Florida. He cuts the Auburn lead to 1. Baker Mazzara back in, give it up. Caldwell could not put it down.
Great challenge.
How about this? Great defense. Cardwell at the rim. Great confrontation contest without fouling right there.
Condon got a piece.
Yeah, got a piece.
Cryer, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, Sharp.
He walked. He can't touch it.
He can't. 1 second, and it's over. Florida is back on top of the college basketball world. Championship madness. It's a great day to be a Gator.
By Sharp. They tried to go to Cryer here on the slap back. Pin down for Sharp. And Clayton got out there, contested, sharp, had to let the ball bounce. And getting on the